Top News at 5:30. I'm your host, Harry Bottom. Tonight, our top story. Protesters are gathered outside LSD High School because as of 24 hours ago today, the school board has cut all fine arts departments due to budget cuts and constraints. We're taking you live now to LSD High to hear from our protesters. Take it away, Harry. Thanks, Harry. Like you said, we are here at LSD High School observing the protesters here protesting these budget cuts to the arts program. And I think there are a few protesters who would like to speak with us. Mr. Dover?
Don't be fooled.
Today here we have Mr. Ben Dover, who was a chorus teacher who was recently fired from his position as teacher due to the budget cuts. So what do you think about this, Mr. Dover?
I'm all for this protest, man. I'm all for getting back in there and teaching my 200 students that I had, especially my star student, Charles Xavier over there, who left me with a quote that said that I should bring this quote to the school board that says, they say time changes things, but you actually have to change them yourself, and that's exactly what we did in my chorus class. That's exactly what happened. My chorus class offered a stress reliever from like other core classes like math and science, and it just gave them an opportunity to express themselves in other ways.
Absolutely, that's so important to students nowadays. Thank you so much, Mr. Dover.
You're welcome.
And now,
you know, the school board, I'm just so angry with them right now. They're not even thinking about what's going to happen to these students. They're just going to fall out of line.
who are you, ma'am?
I'm Pamela Johnson. My son goes here. He's in the arts program. He's an amazing jar, and he is just so heartbroken that they're doing this. You know, according to the American Arts for the Action Fund, students who have an arts-enriched education have lower dropout rates, better test scores, better grade point averages. So if we take this away, what's going to happen to them?
They will end up on the streets.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not done yet. I just wanted to say that we need to give these kids a goal, something to want to come to school for. They're not going to have anything to just work hard for, maybe get a college education, college scholarship. Students that never thought about going to college, they might go to college now. They're going to end up getting in trouble in class. They're going to act out because they don't want to be there because now they have nothing to come to school for because you guys are taking it away, and I'm just so angry.
Well, very high emotions here today at LSD High School. The protest has been in full swing for about 4 hours now, so we're going to take it back to you in the studio, Harry. Thanks, Harry. We recently spoke to the principal of LSD High School earlier today, Dr. Sheila Schnibley, and Charles Xavier, one of the students who has benefited from the arts program.
Hi, my name is Sheila Schnibley. I'm the principal here at LCD High School, and I just feel like the arts is really important. It's a major outlet of creativity for all the students here at the high school, and it's so important to keep it here, and not just here at this high school, but at all the high schools across the country. I understand that there are budget cuts, but there are different things that we can do in the community as parents and the students to help keep the arts in schools. One of the things that is so important is showing your support for the arts, going to plays, to concerts, to the art galleries, and paying to see the shows, even if it's free, going to just show your support and say, hey, we're here, we care about this, it's really important, not just to my child, but also to me. And another thing that would be important is to do fundraisers. A lot of the money that the arts programs pull in is from the community, and that money goes towards art supplies, it goes towards all of the things that they need to keep the program running. So fundraise for your school and donate supplies to help keep the program going.
And we thank Ms. Schnibley for coming in to speak with us today. Here today in the studio, we also have a very special guest. He is an artist extraordinaire from LSD High School. He is an artist of the paint, of the pencil, of the chalk on the sidewalk. Here today we have Mr. Charles Xavier. How are you doing today, Charles?
Doing great. How you doing?
Doing great. So what sort of action do you think could be taken to see that this problem is no longer a problem?
I think all parties involved should look at the this situation from a different, more fact-based perspective. If we pay attention to the recent studies that show arts programs aren't just beneficial to the arts, we would see that the only conclusion that can be drawn is to keep arts in school. That it has many academic successes and social benefits for students regardless of social class and background, and it also provides a creative way out of the rigorousness of academic tedious studies and lectures. And I feel, okay, I brought some quotes with me to kind of drive home this perspective.
Please share them with us.
Well, it is proven that in music education, from a young age to high school level, it encouraged the development of several cognitive areas simultaneously, because all of the areas of the brain it incorporates to learn sheet music or play an instrument. And art classes and theater classes are really no different. In a national sample of 25,000 students, those students with high levels of art learning experiences earned higher grades and scored better on standardized tests than those with little or no art involvement, and that's regardless of socioeconomic status. So that implies that these programs transcend the usual barriers and hold up with public school education and act as a unifying field for students, staff, and faculty alike. So I feel like the action we should take is to take a different perspective and to look at this issue from not a money-making perspective, but from a beneficial to the student's perspective.
Inspiring. So let me ask you something. So you were planning to continue your education in the visual arts? So you were trying to go to college for the visual arts?
I was really, I had a full scholarship, and with all of this that's happening, it's actually in jeopardy because I still have to finish, my credits, and it's kind of discouraging because
now you can't finish because the arts programs have been cut, so you can't continue on.
It's really detrimental.
So we see now where the problems are lying in our schools today by cutting the arts. Thank you so much for being here today with us.
No problem.
Thank you. We recently spoke to a board member of the school earlier today, and he said that the reason the arts were being cut first was because, quote, they do not generate as much revenue as other departments, end quote. While we understand that the arts may not bring in as much revenue as, say, the athletics department, you've seen today how important it is to retain the arts education in our schools. It gives children a way to express themselves by giving them creative outlets like chorus or arts or theater as a way to express themselves. We here at Channel 12 News hope that one day there will be a change so that the arts can be pushed to the forefront. We'll be right back after these messages with everyone's favorite 85-year-old meteorologist, You Need a Biscuit.